Good morning. I'm Mrs. Hoad and I will be your head of year. I am so sorry that all the regulations prevent us from meeting in person, but I'm just going to take you through the assembly that we would have had in the main hall with over 300 of us sitting there. So if you have a look at your screen right now, you should be able to see this sixth form induction introductory assembly. So I'm just going to take you through some of the expectations and talk you through the things that you need to be doing today to prepare yourself for each of your subjects. You should have received an induction day letter with a personalised timetable. On that induction day letter is a link to the Samuel Whitbread Academy sixth form website. It is absolutely vital that you have a look at that website. If you haven't had your induction day letter, then please get in touch with Miss Butler. Her email is at the end of this presentation. Really, really important that you take some time to watch the welcome videos as well on the induction part of our website. Expectations in sixth form. There is definitely a difference in work ethic between year 11 and year 12. You will immediately realise that you do not have a full timetable like you did in year 11, and you'll have study periods. Every subject will be setting you prep work to prepare for future lessons. They'll be setting homework, and they'll also probably be asking you to do extra reading around the subject. That all needs to be completed on top of attending your normal timetabled lessons. If you don't work in your study periods, you will find yourself having an extremely large amount of work to do at evenings and weekends. And for many of you, it really is a shift in work ethic, workload, and time management. We do have a motto: believe, achieve, succeed, exceed. We do think it's vital that you believe that you can be successful, that you try, even when the subject is hard and you are perhaps lacking confidence in your own ability. We need you to believe in yourselves. Fundamentally, you can achieve. We do really believe that if you work hard, if you act on feedback, you will get better at your subjects. There's a really interesting word in there, that intelligence is malleable. Malleable means that you can mold it, you can shape it, you can bend it. Intelligence is not fixed. You can get better. You can learn things that you didn't used to be able to do. And it's really fundamentally important that you realise that achievement is down to that hard work. Students do need to set themselves goals. If you set yourself goals, if you have expectations and ambitions for your success, it is more likely that you are going to reach them. And we do fundamentally think that all of our students are capable of exceeding their target grades. And resilience is a really key word there. Sometimes you will fail. Sometimes your work will not be as good as you think it could be. Your ability to pick yourself up and to keep going, to persevere, is really vital for your achievement and exceeding expectations. We do have a dress code in the sixth form. Our dress code is described as professional. It has to be suitable for a work environment. I will urge you to explore a little bit more about the dress code on the sixth form website, especially regarding footwear. So it is absolutely vital that if you are training, for example, if you're doing an active PE lesson and you have got the Samuel Whitbread Academy PE kit on, you can wear trainers. Any other situation, you cannot wear trainers, you cannot wear canvas shoes, you cannot wear casual shoes. We especially do not want you wandering around in your own choice of tracksuit. It just is not professional. Okay. Any concerns you've got about dress code, please ask, but do explore the dress code section on the website before you ask us. So it's Monday the 22nd of June. You would have been in school. You would have been going off and meeting with your different subject teachers in their classrooms and being talked through. Each subject has prepared for you a PowerPoint presentation. They should have put either a separate resource for a summer task, or it'll be in the PowerPoint presentation to detail what they want you to do before your return in September, or before you come to us in September. And most subjects have also taken the opportunity to record themselves talking through the PowerPoint and the summer task. So you'll hear the voice of one of your potential teachers. You need to set aside a decent amount of time to look at each of these subjects. It may take up to an hour to really explore that PowerPoint, the summer task, and to watch the audio video. The bonus of doing this virtually this day is that you can also look at your other subjects. So if you're thinking that you haven't quite made your mind up yet and you want to explore some of the other subjects, because you aren't stuck in a classroom for an hour, you can actually take some time to explore those other options too. So please do that if you're not sure about all of your option choices at this stage. Results Day. GCSE Results Day happens on Thursday the 20th of August, and it will be quite different to how it usually is this year. There are likely to still be restrictions and guidelines in place as to how far apart we can be, how many people maybe that we're allowed to have on site, but we are absolutely positive that the sixth form team will be available to you. So either through email or virtual meetings or on site, we will be available to answer your questions and queries. If you are an external candidate applying to our sixth form from another school, we would encourage you to also contact us on this day if you've got any worries about your GCSE results and your ability to meet the entry requirements. It is exceptionally important that by the following day, so by midday on the following day after GCSE results, that you send us an email confirmation. There's a special email address on that slide for that. It was also in the letter that we sent you about induction day. It's absolutely vital that we get that email from you. We need, as soon as possible, to be planning our timetable, our classes. And if we don't know who we're going to get, and if you think that you're just going to turn up in September without having confirmed your place with us, you're going to be a bit disappointed. So it's absolutely vital that you send us that confirmation email with your name, with your option subjects in, and that arrives on email by 12 p.m. midday on the Friday the 21st of August. And then we will be spending some time putting together our classes, putting together our form groups, and putting together our timetable in advance of September. You do have, on Friday the 4th of September, some time set aside to have a checking meeting with your tutor. What's important about that checking meeting is that with your tutor, you go through the grades that you got at GCSE and the entry requirements for each and every one of the courses that you're planning to do. If you do not meet the entry requirements for a course, you will not be allowed to take that subject, and that is absolutely ironclad. Okay, it's absolutely vital that you understand the entry requirements for your courses and that we don't make allowances or change those entry requirements. It's really, really important that you know that. Please keep that Friday the 4th of September set aside for this checking meeting. We don't yet know what time we'll be able to give you. We will send you the letter nearer to September. It will depend on have to space people, not just in terms of social distance, but also in terms of how many people that we're allowed on site at any given time. So bear with us. We have to have a look at what the regulations and guidelines are at that time. What you should know by the end of today, Monday the 22nd of June, you should have a little taster of our standards and expectations. You should be aware of the professional dress code that we have in the sixth form. You should have taken some time to explore each of your chosen subjects and discovered the summer work that you have to complete. You should, hopefully, have asked yourself, is this the right course for me? Is it interesting me? Do I anticipate having the motivation and the entry requirements to achieve in these courses? Maybe some of you are actually thinking after this day, is sixth form right for me? And it's okay to have those kinds of conversations with yourself. And you should, if you're not sure about sixth form, you should be exploring other choices such as college or apprenticeships. And we would encourage you, if you're worried at all, do get in touch with us. After GCSE Results Day, hopefully you're aware that you have to send a confirmation email to confirm your place at sixth form. And it's very, very important that we have that before midday on Friday the 21st of August. Okay, you should have set aside Friday the 4th of September for that checking appointment. So keep that in the diaries, in your calendar, as a day when you are able to come into school and visit, or we may be doing those meetings virtually, so keep those set aside and be available, please. The sixth form team, we have lots of people in our sixth form team. We have our head of sixth form. Mr. Huckle has recorded a video for you, so we'd like you to watch that. I'm Mrs. Hoad, assistant head of sixth form. We've also got a head of year 13, Mr. Tonkin. We have pastoral and academic support officers, Mrs. Bonham, and for a while, Mrs. Clark. So if you have a pastoral concern about joining us in sixth form, then please do get in touch with Mrs. Bonham and Mrs. Clark. If you have a question about course entry requirements, admissions, administration, those kinds of inquiries, then Miss Butler is the lady to answer your inquiry. She is our PA in charge of admissions and administration. That's not that easy to say. Admissions and administration. It's absolutely vital. So Samuel Whitbread students, check your school email regularly, please. We keep saying this to you whenever we see you. External students will be emailing the email address that was put on your application form from one of your parents. We will be sending information to that email during the school summer holidays. So please, please, please check that parental email regularly. Also, it's possible sometimes our Best Academies emails end up in spam or junk, so please also check that regularly too. Okay, so if you have queries and questions after you have watched the presentations from your subjects on the sixth form website, then please get in touch either with the subject teachers or with the sixth form team, and we'll hopefully answer your concerns and inquiries. We don't want any of you to be worried about September, so please do get in touch. So everybody, stay well, look after yourselves, look after each other, and we look forward to meeting you all properly in person and getting to know you well in September. Thank you.